Okay, hello. Day two of Advent of Code, and think we can go ahead and have a read of what this is going to be, and then we will crack on to see how we do. Okay, so the second day is called Red Nose Reports. Fortunately, the first location the historians want to search isn't a long walk from Chief Historian's office. While the Red Nose rendered nuclear sample appears to contain no sign of the Chief Historian, they are quick to add that since you are already here, they'll normally appreciate your help analyzing some unusual data from Red Nose Reactor. The unusual data your puzzle input consists of many reports, one report per line. Each report is a list of numbers called levels that are separated by spaces. For example, so we get this data. This example data contains 6 reports, each containing 5 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they'll be guessing that's the 5 levels and 6 reports. Okay. The engineers are trying to figure out which reports are safe. The red control red levels that are either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing, so a report only counts safe if both the followings are true. The levels are either all increasing or all decreasing. Any two adjacent levels differ by at least 1 and at most 3. In the example above, the reports can be found safe or unsafe by checking. So that's safe because all levels are decreasing by 1 or 2. Okay. Unsafe because 2, 7 is an increasing of 5. Because 6 and 2 is a decrease of 4. Unsafe because 1 and 3 is increasing. 1 to 3 is increasing, but 3, 2 is decreasing. Okay, unsafe because 4, 4 is neither an increase. Those all are increasing by 1, 2, or 3. Unsafe because 4, 4 is neither an increase or a decrease. Okay. How many reports are safe? Okay, okay. I think I get it, but is it adjacent, right? So anything next to each other. They're all increasing or all decreasing. So from 1 to 7, 8, 9. So they're all increasing, but it's too much. 1, 3, and then it decreases. Okay, so all has to be increasing and all has to be okay. Let's see our puzzle input. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Also 1, 2, 3, 7. So we can have any number, doesn't matter. Okay, let's copy this and then go into I'm back. Let's go into VS Code. This is the first one. We want to create a second one. Wrong place. Let's get the terminal up. CD into 2, and then we will create a new file called input file, right? What was it? Touch. And then we also want to create main.go. Okay, input file, let's paste the input file. Actually, what I did think yesterday was some of the functions that we use regularly, I might just create it once in a utils folder, and then we don't have to keep rewriting them. At least one I could think of was reading from a file. We'll do this all the way throughout the course, and I don't want to be writing it again and again. So what I'm going to start by doing is create a utils folder, and then in here I want to create util.go, Actually, I'll just write it and then I'll come back and explain it much easier, much faster. You don't have to see me go through this problem, right? Okay, so I have written up a simple function to read file by line. So just use open the file, create a scanner, and then just return the scanner, and we can loop through it when we actually read from the file. Wait, how do you export? Let me figure that out. Okay. Um, so I've just called it package utils, and hopefully I can just use it straight away in main.go. That's the plan, but let's just see. And this is not the main.go. That's the main.go. I don't want package. Do you want? Yes, this is package main. We will import our usual functions. So let's input fmt. But what I also want is our pack. I don't even know how it works. Utils slash util dot no. Uh, so I think what do we say is I think we want to enter the folder name, right? And then we say utils because we defined it as utils on the other side. And let's zoom in. Yep. So lost here. So this function. What do we want to call this? We just want to call this main. We don't receive anything, and then we go down. Um, so if I say scanner, say file, comma, just comma it. So file in an error, and then what we will do is we will read from our utils, and then what am I saying? What did I call it? Read file by line. I think something like read file by line. Oh yeah, I also learned that if you do a capital letter, automatically exports in Go. So which I found was real lines. And the file will just be input file.txt. I have a feeling this might cause an error because since this is the path from our current file but not the utils, does it actually need to be respect to utils, you know? That's the kind of things I want to say is not equal to nil. What we will say, we'll just say error reading file, and we'll just say the error here. Now what happens if I just run it now? Go run.go. Utils is not in standard libraries, so it has to be inside a library. Why can I just not import the actual file? Okay, here we are back again. A little bit of changes. Initialized Go modules, so the modules will actually work now. Created the utils package, which I can use straight in here, right? And then if I actually run this file, if I say go run main.go, oh, great. But at least it's not the error of not having the module because I am not doing lines here. I think that is the error. And there we go. I'm hoping it's done it separately, but by the looks of things, just looks like it's one massive line. So what we will say is for, oh man, I need to learn the syntax. Data comma, no, it's index comma value, isn't it? But line, what was it? Do I remember this from yesterday? Probably not. In, no, there's no in. Range, I think. So we say range of lines. So for each line in range of lines, what we'll do is just print it out for the time being. Line, line. Okay. Where am I printing? I remove that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Undef okay, so it is different line. Now, after we're actually 10 minutes in, we can actually look at the problem. But it's been so long that I've actually forgotten what the problem was. So let's quickly scan this through and then we shall be on our way. Where is this? That's where it is. Okay. Oh, we're trying to find if it's safe or unsafe, and if it's safe, if the range is within 3, if I'm guessing. So they can only be increasing or decreasing. The range has to be, I think it was 3. I can't remember. Safe the Renault system, all increasing or alternate. Any two adjacent levels differ by at least 1 and at most 3, between 1 and 3. Okay, so you can't have 0. Okay, so how do we go? I think the only way is to actually go split them, right? And then go through each of the loop for the line and just check if it's increasing or decreasing. And once we have that, we can just check the difference between each of the values as we go up by 1. So 7 to 6, 6 to 4, 2 to 1. Okay, okay. So we have the line, so we need to figure out if for that line the values are increasing or decreasing, right? And what we will say is no, variable is increasing. No, actually, we don't need to do that. Is increasing. Um, and for this, what we will say is take the first item in the line. Oh no, we haven't split the line, have we? So we will say, wait, we have the lines, and each line, wait, is it a string at the moment, right? I'm going to assume it's a string. It is a string, but how I want the string to be split. Oh, what was the function from yesterday? Do I remember it? No, we use strings. Yeah, we use strings, and then we say strings dot field something. Oh, I wish there was fields. I think it is fields. Strings dot fields for the line. Hopefully, that'll create a, so let's call it line values, right? Is increasing. So what we will say is line values 0 is less than line values 1. And so we'll also create is decreasing. So we will say is line value 0 is greater than line values 1. So we now know if the line is increasing or decreasing. Um, Now we need to find the difference between, so we say for each of the value, or let's say index. Oh, this is going to be so much more complexity though, isn't it? I don't know if we want it to be that complex, but let's not worry about that for now. We're learning Go here. We'll come about complexity afterwards if we have time. So we'll say for index and value, same format in the range of line values, right? Um, so we have the value. Now, if we have the value, I don't actually need the value here. Um, so what we'll say is for the line, we will take, now for the line values, we will take the index So for each of the line, we have the first index, let's say 0. Ah, man. I can just do this, man. For I equals to 0, I less than the length of line values, we do I plus plus. I think that's the correct syntax. We just say I in here. Create another one I here actually. We will call this, what do we want? Safe, um, safe, unsafe round is going to be just an empty array of strings. Like, no, it's the other way around. Okay. Okay. Uh, and what we have to do here is, if it's increasing, if it is increasing, um, but increasing values, every values after that has to be greater. So is it increasing? Yes. So if it's increasing, line values I, it's greater. No, if it's increasing, line values I is less than line values I plus 1. If it's true, uh, is safe. So we'll figure out if the line is safe. We'll start with false. So if we are meant to be increasing and then the line value is that, or does it have a ternary operator, man? Does it go kind of, let's see if it does it not. Go does not have ternary operator. Uh-oh. Have to go with the classic if and else. If it's increasing, I think I can just put it in here, right? Can I just do that? And no, actually, I think it's better for this to be in here. If line values, does it actually need a brackets in here? I'll do that for now. So if line value less than that, if it is increasing and the line values I is less than the line values of I plus 1, then it's fine, it is safe, right? It's safe to true. Is set is safe to true. Otherwise, oh no, but then it will, no, if it is false, then we can just stop it, right? There's no point of going forward. Return. Oh, but then it'll stop the whole. Which loop will it stop? Will it stop both of the loops or will it stop one of the loops is the question. Um, Well, what did we call it? Let me reduce this. There's gonna be so many problems in this. I can already tell. Safe, unsafe count. It's not that, is it? So we go append safe, unsafe count with is safe? No, with unsafe. Let's copy that. This is so bad. If is decreasing, that has to be greater. Lines for I is greater than true, and is safe is to true. Otherwise, if we don't get that, if we get a unsafe value, we will just break this loop and then we will append unsafe in there, right? So if we have it here, it will have to be that that line is append safe unsafe count with a safe. Okay, now time to resolve the issues. It is going to take an hour in itself. Uh, String type is not an expression. 1721. It's not an expression. That is if line values is printing, right? FLP dot print line values. Why not just add a breakpoint right here? Would that work? Oh no, I don't actually have breakpoints in here because I don't think I've got the debugger for it. Anyway, will it actually run or not? No. Undefined is increasing, undefined is decreasing. Because I actually haven't defined them properly. To be honest, we solved quite a few. Is safe is declared and not used. Where did I declare is safe? I have used it. What does it mean? Um, to be honest, why did I use is safe to true? I don't think I actually need that. Oh man. Okay, let's move this up here. I don't actually need the is safe. Change that the other way around. And if that happens, we know it is not safe. Remove that. Same thing up here. Remove this there. Change the sign. Um, okay. Just need that. 1721. I think it's around 21, right? And not 17. It's not an expression. Oh yeah, no, it is that. What I wanted to do was that. Yep. Safe only value of type string is not used. So inside safe unsafe count. Oh no, I have to, I think, reinitialize it. I think safe, not reinitialize it, actually initialize it. Safe unsafe count. Same here. Same thing here. Runtime error index out of range with length 7. I less than the length of line values. I plus plus. This one. Okay, it ran, but I have no idea what it did. Safe, okay. Uh, oh my god. Do we even have this many values in the thing? But I don't, it doesn't matter. We'll just count how many safe there are now. I think that's what it wants. And let's see. So we just want to return the number of saves. So I think we guess we just have to iterate through that. Let's say total save count. We'll set that to 0 for val val in the range of our save unsafe count. Let's say if value equals to safe. We'll say total safe count that's equals to 1, right? That's all we need. And we'll say fmt dot println save total safe count and return. Too many return, allow the return man for now. We can do the later. 1,000. I don't think this worked. Actually, don't think. How can we have 1,000 safe values when the line is actually out of 1,000? So that's saying all of them are safe? Or did I do something wrong? Which is much more likely. So let's up here again say fmt.println safe unsafe count. Of course, not all of them are safe, right? Value equals to safe. Or is the comparison not right? Maybe I have to use say dot equals to or something. Okay, how to compare things. Do I need to set that up? Is it? No, that's right. If value, say that. If value not 3 equals, if it is safe, we increment count. How the hell does it become 1,000? That must mean we have more than 1,000 values here. So we're not doing it by line. Yes, we're not doing it for a line. Where is? Because we are appending unsafe in here, which we don't want to do. Okay. safe now. But this must mean that we have 1,000 safe still. Sing. But the lines I is greater than the lines value of I plus 1, then we will break. Which loop does it break? Well, it'll break this loop. We're appending safe in here. Um, so that's why we wanted is safe. True, true, right? But if we encounter this, we'll say it is safe to be false. Same thing here is safe is false. And in here we will say if is safe, then only we will update this to safe. Okay. That's not nice. Okay, hopefully. Apparently 745. That still seems a little bit high, but let's see. It's too high, as I said, it seems too high. Okay, I've gone around and just simplified the logic. Same thing, made it much more easier to understand. And I'm actually receiving a different value as well. Am I? Yeah, I think so. But let's see what I've actually done. So all I did was remove the appending of the safe and unsafe. No need, right? Because we have a total safe count, and what we did was we used to check for if it's increasing or decreasing. Still the same thing, right? But I've combined them into one. So if it is increasing and the first value is greater than the value after that, um, set it to false. If it's decreasing, same kind of logic. So just do it with an or statement, otherwise break. And here, instead of having to push it into an array, if we actually go down here, it has to be safe. So we just increase the total safe count, and then that is it. So same logic. I think just doing this here, I think I had a small mistake with like the greater than or small than, which I changed, I think. Change the value to 674. Haven't tried it yet, so let's give it a go if that is correct. No, still too high. So still much more to go. Yeah, it's still the same logic, right? If you think about it. Okay, so I'm reading back on the form, and I completely forgot about one thing, which is that they have to be between the difference of 1 or 3, right? I've not put that logic in at all. Like, I completely forgot about that was a thing. So let's try adding in that logic, and hopefully it'll work. We've spent far too much time on this. So we'll say if it's increasing and line is greater than that, and the difference between line values I and line values I plus 1, and the difference between the line values plus line values I minus 1 has to be between 1 and 3. Or now I wish I'd get the if statements, because this is looking messy. So the difference between that, it has to be okay. It is math.abs. I've not imported math yet. Need to remember that. The difference between that method absolute line value I minus line I plus 1 is not between 1 and 3, right? Let's go on a new line. We'll collapse it after. So that so we find the absolute difference, and this has to be between 1 and 3. Method absolute is greater than or equal to 1, but is less than or equal to 3. Right? If it's not that, we will say it's not safe. Math.absolute, how does that work? Did I use it yesterday? I can't seem to remember. As I say, math.absolute in Go. So I have to import the math function. Of course, that was expected. And then I can just, have I done it correctly? Let's see, small m. Hopefully that should work, right? Pink, pink. Please no errors. Of course there is errors. It's like you change one thing and then everything goes undefined line values. SI. Okay. So math not defined on line values I. Oh, because it's not a number. It's a string. No, is it a string? Yes. Convert string to number in Go. What can I use? String convert. Yep, I used that yesterday. I need to create a function for that as well, actually. String convert. And I can just say string dot atoe string. And this is the messiest code I've ever done. String convert dot. Yeah, good luck to anyone if anyone actually tries to read this. I wouldn't read it myself personally, but string convert dot atoe. Okay, let's copy that, chug that in there, close that, put that in there, close that, and then hopefully it does the job. String convert is not in, does it have to be in that? Or did I do it wrong? String convert, it's not string convert, it's string convert. I hope I didn't write string convert, yep. Is in single value context. Undefined math dot absolute. Math dot absolute is only for the difference. Yep. Oh man, let's see. Mm, okay, I've spent too much time on this. You know, I just got a gold star, and the only thing that I really changed, the main things, I've made so many refactors, doesn't matter, but the main things here is firstly converting the first instance to numbers, which I hadn't done. I was comparing strings. That's one problem. And the other one, um, what is it? This wasn't right. I wasn't checking them properly. I think I started by putting them into the actual if statements and stuff, but that was wrong. But this thing, man, took way too long. I think I've been here for like hour and a half in total. I know the video is like what 41 minutes as well, so basically there. But I think we got like the main idea right, but just these small things once in like here and there. So yeah, the list we did it. We did day two, and I also just now realized there is a part two, and apparently that's the thing for every single day. And here I am, I'm struggling with part ones. So I'm not gonna do part two, at least not for today. If I do it over the week, sometimes I have time. We shall see, but otherwise, yeah, two stars is good enough for me, man. That's enough. Bye bye.